Dear friends, I am very excited to be in Colorado Springs and with all of you. Indian government is moving very fast closer to US government. In almost all the international issues, they want to be very, very closer to USA than from the non-aligned position which was earlier. For example, having become a nuclear state, now and then they make some speeches, there should be a general disarmament, but on their own, on its own, the government of India does not initiate any measure, any discussion for nuclear disarmament. Earlier, it was even the Prime Minister, I still remember Rajiv Gandhi when he was the Prime Minister, on 9th June 1988, he made a strong appeal in the UNO General Assembly for nuclear disarmament. But since 1988 till now, no other foreign minister ever cared to raise this issue effectively in any international forum. Now, on the question of ballistic missile defense and the weaponization of space, the Indian government never touches this subject, as if these issues are not concerned. There is a reason behind this. India is now becoming very fast a space power. It has developed space technology. It can manufacture rockets, launch space vehicles, not only of the Indian space vehicles, even other countries' space satellites it is commercially launching in space. And every alternative month we will find another space vehicle has been manufactured and it is testing and it is developing the space program very fast. Then the question is whether it is for the peaceful purpose or for weaponization purpose. The government spokesman now and then, they say our stand is space should be for peace. They make it very clear. But the military, especially the Air Force, on every occasion which they get, they say we should not lag behind. Already there are some countries which have gone to the space and we must also be in space. We must also think of establishing a space command. And the military, especially the Air Force, is very anxious and already they have set up a study group. That means secretly they are doing something, perhaps with a clandestine approach of the government, I do not know. But the government spokespersons, especially the defense minister and the foreign minister, they say our stand is weaponization should not take place, we stand for peace. Unfortunately, again they don't take any initiative. See now, India, Russia, China, they are coming together to establish some sort of partnership. While Russia and China is openly opposed to the weaponization of space, India does not add its voice or strength to the efforts of China and Russia, with whom it is trying to have a working group, a strategic partnership relations. That is one thing which is a little bit, we are getting suspicious about the intentions of the Indian government. Again, on the issue of the military missile defense, India has no position. That they do not, either in the parliament, while they discuss about the defense and the foreign ministry issues, they never raise these issues and put before the people. Now, what should be done? In India, there is a strong movement opposing the nuclear weapons. Since after the Second World War, there is a strong movement, and the All India Peace and Solidarity Organization, with whom I am associated for the last 2.5 decades, it is affiliated to the World Peace Council, and okay, we could create a lot of public opinion against nuclear weapons. But now the government, with the Indo-US nuclear deal, in an indirect manner, US government is going to help India to produce more nuclear weapons. Because India, which purchases this uranium, they will use it for the production of electricity, and the local uranium which they are now using for electricity also, they will use it for nuclear weapons. That shows the Americans and the Indians have got some sort of understanding on these nuclear weapons also. But there is no movement against the missile defense and the weaponization of space in India till now. It is for the first time the global network, when Bruce Jagannath came last year to India on a speaking tour of India. For the first time, Indian people heard about the danger of weaponization of space. And after he left, I carried that. I run a bi-monthly journal called Disarmament and Development. All the material from the global network and also INSEP, wherever such material appears, I reproduce it and distribute 300 copies free of cost to various colleges, universities. And in the month of October last year, to make this issue more popular in the universities and colleges, I have organized a national letter writing competition. The subject which I given to the college student is they should write a letter addressed to President George Bush, requesting him to work for abolition of nuclear weapons and prevent weaponization of space. 175 students from different colleges and universities from 8 Indian states, they have submitted, they have responded with them. The language which I have given to write to this is all Indian languages plus English, right from Kashmir to the south. The students have magnificently responded. Because of that, their teachers also, their lecturers also have come to know about this issue. And because the subject is quite tough and new, I have given references to various websites in my circular. And some of the universities, for example, Andhra University, the Maharashtra in one university, the Karnataka one university, they have recirculated my circular to all their affiliated colleges. That gave a lot of help for me, because when officially the circular went from the Vice Chancellor, the university, more and more colleges have responded. And again I followed it, because these students have to be encouraged now. I followed it, and to distribute some of the prizes which we have announced, I visited some of the colleges and Andhra University. In Maharashtra there is North Maharashtra University, Nagpur University, Srinagar University. I have visited these universities and spoke before the professors. In fact, in the North Maharashtra University, the Vice Chancellor himself presided over a meeting, and when I spoke about the missile defense and the weaponization of space, they expressed their surprise. How is that we do not know about these issues? These are very serious issues. We must be aware of it, and we must do something. Mr. Rao, keep in touch with us. Therefore, it is okay. Now I am going to follow it, because this is one medium to create more interest in the educational institutions. In the next October, when we do this International Protest Week, I am going to organize another competition. This time, the subject will be space security, why and how. This will be my subject. Again, I will give references to all these websites, otherwise the students will not be able to have any information. Thank you very much.